Alright guys, it was a little dark in here, so I had to turn on the light so that way it doesn't look all gloomy, kind of the way I'm feeling today, but trying to be extra positive. I feel like there's so many things that I said I was going to talk about and I have yet to talk about, so let me just get my memory and my thoughts back together and then we'll all be on the same page. I really think I wanted to do a video about like the truth about breastfeeding and how I'm weaning Nico off of the breast little by little since he's not here and he's in school. Like, this is like the best time to be informative and help somebody else on the weaning process who's having a hard time, like I started to have a hard time with him. Because if you guys have been paying attention, all the tantrums and screaming, a lot of that is a part of the fact that I'm weaning him off the breast and he does not like it. It gets a little ugly. It's a lot of fighting sometimes, but he's getting the gist of it. This week, I must say that I definitely cold turkey his ass.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I 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 need it!
Like, literally no breast at all. I took him off, I want to say it's been like 5 or 6 days now straight that he has not had the breast. He doesn't sleep with the breast. He doesn't, have the breast during nap time. Nothing. Like, he's straight cut the fuck off. That's it. I can't do it no more. And the only reason being that I did it this way is because with the new baby, I have a lot of pain in my nipples. So with him trying to nurse and with whatever I'm going through with my body and the changes, I just can't take it. It's very painful. So in my mind, I wanted to get him off anyway, so I'm thinking of different ways, to get him off. I did tell myself before, once he turns 2, if he didn't stop, I was gonna, make him get off cold turkey. But a lot of the times, the crying is hard to deal with.
Okay, I need to breastfeed back. That's typical. Okay.
It's much easier said than done when they cry like that. What I did, since I've been, like I was saying in my last video, I haven't been really feeling good or whatever, so I sleep a lot. So when I put him down for bed or whatever, and he's normally crying because he's used to having the breast too, like on his way to bed, we don't do that at all. The past 5 days straight, it has not been like that. I just give him a bath, food, he watches his movie, and when it's bedtime, it's bedtime. Like on the weekend, I let him get away with stuff. Like he watches movies until like he passes out. That's fine for me because, we really don't have anything much to do on the weekend. I just like, do regular things like wash his clothes and clean up, and that's about it. When it comes to that, like if you guys were listening to me before or watch me talk on my Snapchat, I would tell you guys that he was nursing on demand, like when I gave birth all the way up until maybe 1.5. And while he was, from 6 months going into 1.5 or whatever, he would stay with my aunt when I was at work and my cousins. So, she was trying to get him off the breast as well. And that's how he learned to take the sippy cup. So the sippy cup has been a lot of help because he's never really had a bottle. That helps. If you give them sippy cups, let them pick it out. My aunt always lets him pick it out. He has fun with the sippy cup, the Spider-Man sippy cup. It gives me a break because when he's distracted and he's like not thinking about, oh, you're not giving me the boob, I just pull out the sippy cup and I put like water in it. Sometimes I give him juice, but he's not really a big juice or soda drinker. He probably drinks ginger ale from time to time, and since his doctor basically says that Gatorade is good for him, I give him a little Gatorade. My friend was telling me to dilute the Gatorade, but I take his doctor's advice and I don't dilute it. It doesn't make him hype or anything. She thinks it makes him hype because, when people aren't around your kids as much as you are, they have different opinions of how they really are. So if that makes any sense. Sorry, y'all. With this baby, I am out of breath like a fat bitch trying to win a race. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, fuck you! You look, I'm out of breath!
Crazy. Like I was saying, like my sister, she's thinking about breastfeeding. She's gonna give birth in February. There's a lot of things that she asks me because there's things that the doctors will not tell you about when you breastfeed. Like, for example, how clingy they become when you do it and the amount of time you do it for. They become extremely clingy and it makes it even more harder to get them off the breast. A lot of the Caribbean women, they make it seem easy if you just cold turkey your child for 3 days and your milk stops. Now that's painful. I don't know how many of you went through the 6-week pain. That's why a lot of people don't breastfeed, because like I told her, within the 6 weeks of the colostrum coming and it turning into milk, it literally feels like there are like rocks and boulders in your breast and it hurts. So while you're going through that, and to have a little child, you know, on the breast sucking at it, you know, that it's just painful. So now I understood why a lot of people didn't really go through with it, because that's a lot of pain after you've had a baby, through the uncomfortability of carrying baby, and now you got to go through 6 weeks of pain to feed baby. It's a lot, but if you can get through the 6 weeks, you're fine. It's just my advice to people is have a plan after or whenever you plan on weaning baby off, because it's hard as hell to wean them off when you wait as long as I did, and it's not fun. It's terrible. But I'd rather go through the crying and dealing with all that stuff right now as opposed to dealing with it when the next baby comes, because to have 2 crying babies, like a crying toddler and then a crying newborn, I'm gonna go crazy in this mother. So I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it at all. So far it's working. Now he'll normally ask for the breast when we come in, when I get him from school after he's ready, you know, for a shower, because he's normally used to, like, you know, nursing a little bit. But this week he is not nursed at all, like not once. I don't know if another mom is going through the same thing, but like I said, like the pain that I'm going through is also making me mentally uncomfortable. But that's my personal choice and decision on how to, you know, deal with it. Like last night he spent the whole, you know, night in and out of crying because he wanted to nurse, but that wasn't happening because I just can't. Like I really can't bring myself to like break down and nurse him, you know what I'm saying? If you want to know little updates in between my vlogs, you can add me on Snapchat. I'm doing better with uploading on that, especially now since I'm talking to you guys about the breastfeeding process. I'll upload a little bit more. Eventually, the more questions I get about what's happening when I'm not, you know, vlogging and editing, then I'll just keep uploading to my Snapchat, because that's like, you know, it's real life. That's what's happening right then and there. Like stuff that I can't, you know, take and edit. It's just raw. I mean, this is raw too, but you know. Talk to you guys about that. Give my little 2 cents about it. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.